Hey TikTok, so we're going to spoiler territory on episode 2. So let's go to 3 minute video. So this episode is focused on T'Challa as Star Lord, which he's an excellent Star Lord in my opinion. Also in this version, instead of getting Peter Quill, Yondu finds T'Challa when he runs out of Wakanda. He was a kid in Wakanda, raised in Wakanda for a little bit, but Yondu finds him, catches him, got the wrong kid, actually looking for Peter Quill. So they raised him to be a Ravager like them. So years later, he's a Star Lord, known as Star Lord, more respected than Peter Quill. He was more respected than Peter Quill because Peter Quill was more of a joke. So T'Challa was more respected. He was a great, like I said, was a great Star Lord. The team was great. I get to the surprise, but the team was Jamal Hussein. He was on the team. Nebula was on this. She was skin and bone. She wasn't the machine. But the most interesting team member in there was Thanos. Thanos was a good guy in this one. He was loyal to them. He didn't even betray him at the end. I thought it was going to be some kind of betrayal for Thanos, but he was good throughout the whole episode. So I love that. And I think it was actually Josh Brolin. I think it sounded like him. It might not have been him, but it sounded like him though. So we get through there, and the main villain, the Black Order's in this, but they actually working for, get this, the Collector. The Collector is the main villain in this episode. So the Black Order is actually working with the Collector, and the Collector was the main villain. He was a pretty good main villain too. Had a few appearances. They had Howard the Duck in it, and also there was some stuff that was like reference. They had one part where the Collector, when he's fighting T'Challa, he uses Hela's. He got Hela's little spiked helmet she used in Ragnarok. There's even a part where you see when he collected Cap's shield. I don't know how he got it, but Cap's shield was on display on. It was one of his collection. So that was pretty interesting. I like this one too. At the end, after they fight and defeat the Collector. This one's totally different now, guys. Everybody's alive. No, there's no Nebula. There's no Gamora. There's no Rocket. There's no Groot. So all of them not even mentioned. So they must be off somewhere else. They not even mentioned because the way they met was differently. And at the end, they go back to Wakanda, take T'Challa back to meet his father, to reunite with his father and family. Everybody's still alive. Wakanda's great. You meet them, and it's funny because all of them reminisce. Even Thanos reminisce at the bar with I forgot the girl's name. The main guard, the one that's in Walking Dead. And at the very end, also a surprise ending. They see Peter Quill actually working at Dairy Queen that Ego met his wife at. But his mother. So Ego Peter Quill is working at the Dairy Queen, and Ego finds him and talks to him. So we don't know what's going to happen next. But this is a good episode. They even had a little dedication to Chad at the end. So that was pretty good. Pretty touching. So guys, highly recommend this episode. Episode 2, really good, guys. Check it out.